Okay friends, welcome back to another very quick video. Today we're going to talk about the DeBridge airdrop claim, which is currently live and you can actually claim your DeBridge airdrop. I will give you the airdrop checker down below in the description. You have to connect your wallet, check your eligibility, claim, and whatever you do. Alright, so you can check your Solana wallets, your EVM wallets. I was actually able to claim through MetaMask into a Solana address and sell. Right now the price action is quite good. The FTV is not super high, but it is actually above the pre-sale round, which was at 0.025, and it went up all the way to 0.43. I actually claimed and sold at 0.3 and I sold around 15,000 tokens. I actually claimed everything and sold out. I made around 450 USDC, which is totally fine, and I'm super happy with that allocation. Essentially, I did not really farm that airdrop. It was mainly, referral based for me, just being completely transparent. So thank you guys for your support. But in general, the current pricing, the things over here are pretty good. This was one of the best launches that have happened on Solana recently. There was no major token dump and the price of the token is pretty stable. Lots of selling has happened. 15 million volume, which is essentially very big. And I think that was pretty good. I'm super excited also to see what happens with DeBridge Season 2. But moving on, we have an airdrop that is happening very soon. It's for Jupiter ASR Awards. And this is going to happen on Monday. We're going to get Jupiter airdrop and Cloud airdrop from Jupiter Launchpad for this quarter. And there are two major votes coming on Jupiter. Probably they will be launching some kind of meme coin, and then we will have to vote for Jupiary, which is going to be huge as well. They say one funny vote and one praise vote. So I'm super excited for Q4 2024 and Jupiter. I think this is like one of the best plays that I have ever made, and Jupiter continues to pay me through ASR, and I think Jupiter Season 2 is going to be like one of the biggest airdrops for 2024-2025. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what happens. Also, Layer 3 is shaping up pretty well as a token. It's going pretty well, to be completely transparent with you. They've launched on Solana as well, and price action has been quite positive lately. They have not even announced or started their buyback and burn things that they're preparing. You will have to use Layer 3 tokens to create quests, and this is essentially pretty huge because they make lots of money through quests, and this will probably push the token to the upside. Market cap is only 25 million, which is pretty low. And I think Layer 3 is one of these targets that if you farm, you really increase your valuation. It takes time every day to be active and do actions, but you also get airdrops from other platforms. We got the Optimism airdrop, and very soon we're going to get the Zora airdrop, which was co-farmed with Layer 3. And we're also going to get Linea. We're going also to get the Zora Optimism Awards. We're talking about 300,000 Optimism tokens airdropped to Zora users. That's going to be big as well. You want to be around Layer 3 to get these additional airdrops. And yeah, DeBridge keeps pushing. So I'm super excited to see what is going to happen. Lots of liquidity in the market. I would specifically suggest that you sell your airdrops at this point. Bitcoin is pumping nearly all-time highs. Magic Eden is also preparing to, airdrop. Aldo is preparing to airdrop. Scroll airdrop is happening super soon in the next few days. Hopefully we will see Jumper before 2025, Jumper Exchange, which is an aggregator. And yeah, in general, super bullish things are happening. And in the past 30 days, we got Jupiter ASR, Layer 3, Optimism airdrop, we got Eigenlayer being tradable. In total, I've made like $1,500 these past few days, and the airdrops that are going to happen soon like mode airdrop are going to be pretty insane, are going to be pretty big, and I'm super excited for that. I'm waiting also for Camino Season 3. I will also get parcel tokens unlocked so I can sell them. Lots of things are happening. So a lot of people have been asking me in the previous videos what is my playbook, what I am preparing to do. And I'm just going to tell you exactly my strategy right at this point of the video. So first of all, I'm a big Solana believer. I'm staking 2000 something else Jup, and I will continue to do so. I think Jupiter is one of the best places to be. I'm also farming Camino using Multiply and using Jupsol multiplied, so I get the narrative of having Jupsol and also using Camino multiply feature. So I'm getting extra points on Camino as well. I also stake their token and I'm waiting to get an airdrop from them. I'm not going to sell it, I'm going to keep it. I think Camino is very important in the future. The next thing that I'm going to be farming for Season 2 is going to be Sanctum. This has grown quite a lot, but I think the utility and the user base is absolutely insane. And what I really like about Sanctum is that you can use it along with Camino, and you can use it along with, let me show you, Soul Layer. So I think the narrative will be absolutely amazing. We will farm Sanctum. The tokens that we get from Sanctum, we will deposit into Soul Layer, and the tokens we get from Soul Layer, we can deposit then on Camino. So we can farm 3 of the best Solana airdrops at once, while also getting price appreciation through, Solana being added and improved, but also get an APY because Soul Layer is a restaking platform, so you get additional APY. You also get the liquid staking APY, for example, from Jupsol, which is a Sanctum LST. So I really like this narrative very much, and this is what I'm going to play around till Sanctum Airdrop 2 goes out, until Soul Layer tokenizes. After that, if Meteora has not tokenized, I maybe transfer my funds inside Camino to use Meteora pools for a pair that I like, so I get also extra rewards on that front. But in general, Solana is shaping up to be a restaking / liquid staking DeFi ecosystem. It's going very well on that. Also, Jupiter Perpetuals Exchange is going pretty well. I'm just going to wait out so they add more pairs and finalize the Perpetuals platform, but also JLP is one of my long-term targets. I think it's going to be absolutely great to have JLP, and especially having JLP with Camino Multiply is going to be an awesome play in my opinion. So this is more on the future end, having like an APY, a stable, having an index of cryptocurrencies, playing it safe, passively, not really farming anything, just having exposure to Jupiter, having exposure to crypto, but also, multiplying and getting nice APYs while farming Camino and Jupiter at the same time. So having like a 30-40% APY while appreciating in value if crypto go up, I think that's very fair and very nice. Things that I'm not really looking at is MarginFi anymore. I think MarginFi is going to die and it's going to be killed by all of the other platforms. I'm not really caring about Drift. I think Drift is going to be taken over by Jupiter in the future. I also don't look at Parcel. I'm waiting to get my money out of it. I don't think it has a future, especially because Jupiter is looking to expand in RWAs. I think like Jupiter is going to be the central thing. This is like going to be the playbook in my opinion. All of the other platforms over here, not really interesting. I'm not interested at all. I'm very interested, as I've said, in layer 3. So that's more about Solana. However, if we look at chains, I am looking for the future for maybe Sui. However, I think it's just like injective and things. There's lots of hype, but not a lot of things to do over there, like Ton. Sadly, Coinbase and Base, I'm not very bullish on that anymore. So I'm not really, I'm triggering some transactions through layer 3, but I'm not super bullish. Hopefully Arbitrum does some kind of airdrop like Optimism did. That would be great. Aptos, not for me. Hyperliquid is about to tokenize. Scroll is about to tokenize, and I think like the Scroll TVL is going to fall through the roof after that. It's going to die. I'm going to sell everything. I'm getting out of Scroll ASAP. Blast is pretty dead, not interesting. But I'm going to be depositing funds on Linea. Linea is going to be the next L2, major L2, that is going to tokenize, and I'm super bullish on it. And I want to see what is going to happen with Linea. I have some high expectations for Linea because of the protocols in it. They've got loads of protocols, TVL is kind of low, and they've got huge fundings. So I think Linea is going to be a good target. Essentially, I also farmed with LXPL. Mode is tokenizing very, very soon. I think they're dying. TVL is going down. And this is kind of sad because Mode is like is like the DeFi platform of optimism, but it seems like it's not going well for them, just being completely transparent. Anything else other than that, I'm not interested at all. I'm not interested at anything else over here. Nothing. Not interested. Sorry guys, I'm not looking at you. So for me, the final play would be Arbitrum and Linea after Scroll. That's the play I'm going to do. Hopefully Arbitrum does the distribution. Then I'm, putting all of my funds. If all of these tokenize, I will either bridge over to Solana, or I will try to use Airdrop on Base for some passive income and potentially a future Base airdrop, if I see that there is maybe a possibility of that. If there is no possibility of that, I'm just going to get out of Ethereum and totally into Solana. And about the bridges, I'm thinking maybe I will just use Jumper Exchange for my final transactions. I'm pushing Jumper because Alto is about to tokenize, DeBridge has already tokenized, and I rarely farm Season 2s. So for me, it's going to be more about that. Avalanche, I'm not interested. Polygon, not interested. Maybe Sui narrative will be interesting. Or maybe I'm going to farm the layer 2 of Uniswap. Maybe that's also a great target. But for me, I'm a firm believer. I'm a big believer in Solana. That's what I care about. That is the place that I think everything will happen in the future. As big companies understand that there is no real value in Ethereum main chain in terms of transactions, I don't think they will go for layer 2s. Maybe the very big companies create their own layer 2, but payment systems are going to go to Solana. And the whole DeFi thing is just consistently growing on Solana. There are lots of use cases, lots of things happening, lots of protocols preparing to build on Solana, and I'm super excited. What I've seen lately is that Meteora has grown quite a lot. The Meteora vaults actually, the wild aggregator has got a huge deposit lately, which I don't really understand. Maybe this is a bug, but I think Meteora is going to be a very decent airdrop, even when it happens. I've not farmed it a lot, but I think this is the best target on Solana, if you can actually put up liquidity on the correct pairs and get fees. But I think it's quite far off. It's going to be on Q1 2025, and I prefer to increase my capital, get points for Solayer. This is my priority. Get points on Camino to get more Camino tokens, get my Jupiter allocations, and not all of these are quite aligned with Meteora at this point. Maybe I will give it a very hard push with big amount of capital for the past 3 months, but I'm not sure. I will maybe try a big playbook, like having, a Sanctum LST inside of Solayer and deposit that through Camino to a Meteora pool to get 4 airdrops at once. Maybe the APY won't be that great. I don't know. However, we're going to see. It's super early to tell. There are big airdrops that are going to happen very, very soon. The market is going to stabilize after all of these liquidity pumps and things getting into the markets. And interest rate cuts are really helping crypto. Low inflation is really helping crypto. Let's see how crypto will shape up in the future, in the near future. Prices are still pretty healthy. They're not at the top. And yeah, my price target is really $300 for Solana. Maybe I will start lowering the target to $250, but I'm not really getting out of Solana before $200. We've reached it pretty easily with a small bull run. I think the value in Solana is increasing, and playing around Jupiter is like the play of the year. That's just my opinion. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.